long. Take a breath in, bring your arms to the ceiling, and then on exhale, lower them back down. Stretch your legs out long and your arms long away from your feet. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, let's roll up. Using your abs, curl up, and just fold over and have a nice long stretch through your back. Come up and roll back down. All the way, arms go long overhead. And bring your arms in front of you so that your palms are on the floor. Move your palms forward as you engage your abs and your head, neck, and shoulders come into flexion. Just hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Slide one leg at a time in close to your bum. Take a breath in and bring your knees into your chest and lift into flexion. Lengthen those arms and let's do hundreds. Starting inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're counting on the count of 5, or if you want to do it a different way, that's okay, but lift your chest and pump your arms. 5, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Lift your chest, have your abs engaged. We're halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your chest. If you need to put your head down, you can. We have 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. In, out. Bring your knees in, head down. Clear into your chest. Bring those knees. Bring your head, neck, and shoulders up. And just straighten yourself up. Arms come down long, come to parallel with your thighs, and then roll back up. Just half roll downs. Do 8 more. So rolling back, really moving your navel to your spine. And then remember to move that spine into your navel. Keep going. Roll down, really scoop and round that lumbar spine. Do not stress it. And we have 3 more. 2. And last one. And on this one, come all the way down and bring that right leg up with you to the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. You can come up into flexion. You want more, it's right here. I'm going to bend my legs as I come up. It's kind of fun. There's variations. You can do that either way, just as long as you get your nice long pulse and stretch here. And one more each side. And then bring both knees in and your head and chest into flexion. And then just open up for a double leg stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, And last one. Bring both arms in, both legs to the ceiling. Put your hands on the floor. Breath in, come into flexion with your head, neck, shoulders, and lower down. Just to your in point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And put those legs, feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Take a breath in, and bring your feet just a little closer to your bum and start peeling your spine right off the floor. Move those knees to the far wall. Really feel that nice stretch through your hip flexors, top of your quads. Now roll yourself down, bone by bone. Good job, a little pelvic tilt. And then we're going to roll back up. And just hold it there. Squeeze those glutes and come down and up. 10, 9, 8. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. And hold it up there. Squeeze your knees together and pulse. So squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll yourself down, beginning with your upper spine, mid, back, and lower spine. Good job. Move your feet out just a little. Take a breath in and rock your pelvis back and forth. So it's pelvic tilt. Really scoop and flatten that back and then breathe out and move that pubic bone away. Feel that good movement in your lower spine. Pause, put your hands up to the ceiling. Take a breath in and then exhale back. Straighten your legs all the way out so arms are long overhead and your legs are long. And you're stretching those legs as far away from your fingers as you can. Just take a couple breaths in here. Just relax and feel this. Feel your neutral spine. And just breathe. On your next breath, on the inhale, let's come up all the way to sitting up straight. Put your arms out to the side and let's do a spine twist. And the other side. Center. I want your palms facing up today as much as you can. It opens up those shoulders and those rotators. And then let's move forward, hands on our toes. Stretch, pulling yourself into the deepest stretch you can, but we're going to hold it. And then roll yourself up, arms out again, and we're going to come back. So right here, our arms are kind of at 45 degrees. I want you to bring one leg up and the other leg up. We're going to reach that one leg long, the other long, and we're going to just switch, just like we're marching. Abs, all abs, really connected. Three, 2, and last one. Straighten your legs, roll yourself over, come into a straight back so your pulling with your hands to lengthen your spine. And we're not rounding yet. So now bring your arms behind you. Fingers can face forward. So they're right, hands are right under your shoulders. Pick yourself up and lengthen, and then down. And flex your toes when you come down, and then point and come up. And then lower. Up, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lower yourself down. Move your feet to the edge of your mat. Sit up really nice and tall. See if you can find that posture that we all love to have and we appreciate when we see it. Arms out in front. Just stretch that spine out long. Moving your spine, and your arms are just going with it. Flex your toes, grab your toes, and just pull yourself forward. Now round through, tuck and scoop, and round. Your lower back, and then straighten out again. And then round and straighten. This next time, pay attention to your upper back and really stretch it out, rounding it and pulling and stretching. And then try to move those shoulder blades together in the back. Of course, you're hanging onto your feet, but it's a mental thing. Just try to move those bones together. And then release and come up. Turn to the left. Center. And to the right. And one more time, center to the opposite time. Now, when you come to the side, reach that spine up as tall as it can go. Your head is floating toward the ceiling. And switch. And come around and let's put our hands behind our heads. I want you to just reach for that knee on the same side of your body and move this top elbow away and around. And then come to center and go back down that same side. Moving that upper elbow around. Abs are engaged. Same side. And come back to center. Same side. And center. We have 3 more. Feel those obliques working. All your abs. And last one. Center, take a big breath in, and then let's go to the other side. Moving that top elbow back. And come to center. And center. This is really stretching our side bodies, engaging and using our abdominals for sure. And we have 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Then bring your feet together in front of you. Just lean into your legs. It's almost as if you're doing a figure 4, but we know we're not, but it's so good for your piriformis, all your glutes. And just breathe in and out. Roll yourself up. Straighten your legs out. Arms out, and let's roll down. All the way, arms go all the way overhead. And then we're rolling up in our most beautiful roll up. And then roll back down. Doing 5 of these. Keep going and breathe. Your breath is really going to help to make this easier. So get a rhythm going and follow. Let your breath and your exercise work together. So inhale, exhale. Pause right here. Move your hands to the top. Stretch those shoulders out and then drop them. Your elbows will bend a little, so you're stretching tall. And then you're just dropping those shoulders in their pocket. Hands on shoulders. Start rolling forward. Roll those shoulders out. Roll back. Come to your side. So you can have your bottom leg bent, or it can be straight. We are going to go into a side plank. Hands on your leg. Let's come up and down. And up and down. Three, two, and last one. Good job. Switch around to the other side. Same little side body stretch going on here. Side plank. All right. So whichever position you're in is fine. I start out with this easier one and then I go to the harder one. So you can all start up and down. Going and breathe. And then let's just down. 3, 2, and last one. And come over onto your front. You're on all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Push yourself off the mat and roll yourself up to really high kneeling position. Arms out. And let's lean back and stretch those quads. 3, 2, and 1. And come forward. Let's do it again. Take a breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And tilt yourself forward, tuck your toes under, and push yourself into a plank. If you need a modified plank down here, that's fine, on your knees. Otherwise, we're in a normal plank. Long back, long spine, belly button to spine, spine down to belly button. Then move your hip bones into your belly button. Hold it and breathe. I'm going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, and 1. Put your feet down. Come back into a child's pose. And come right back up to all fours. So right now, let's just plan on lifting one arm and the opposite leg. Looking along, stretching those limbs far away from one another, and then return to the mat, opposite side. Lengthen out of that rounded knee and come down. Roll back, roll forward. So we're rolling back and then we're lifting to roll forward. Scooping those abs and then rounding up and over. And do 3 more. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Scoop. And on this last one, I want you to come forward, tuck your toes, and just sit back on those toes. Now, if this is excruciating, you can always flatten your toes. But right now, we're really getting a nice stretch. Breathe and just feel that. But keep your toes tucked under. Hands underneath your shoulders, push up through your feet into a down dog, and then come back down to your knees and just pause there. Your knees are on the ground this time. Here on out, we'll push up, and then we'll just tap the floor and come back up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stay in down dog and pay attention to your head, neck, and shoulders. Let them take them out of your ears and just let your shoulders relax. Move away from your ears, your head's hanging down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Spread your feet further than hip distance apart. So they're probably, I would say a foot further than your mat. So it's pretty wide. Roll yourself up. And now we're going to roll down in this position, in this form. So just roll yourself down. And roll yourself up. And down. And up. One more time. And back up. Move your front foot forward, almost as if you're in a warrior pose. What I want you to do is feel this hip stretch. So let's move to face our front foot. And then back. Switch sides. So moving that hip around. Maybe tighter on one side for you than the other. Definitely is for me. Move that around. Bend into that leg. And let's just go into a lunge. So we're in a runner's lunge, and you can make this as low as you want, bending down and into this. It's a good hip stretch. And come back, straighten that leg, bend into it. Back out, stretch this hip flexor and hips. And back. And then switch legs. You might feel one leg different than the other. Stay in that stretch just for a minute. And then when you push back, come to sitting. Straighten your legs. We're going to roll back. We're going to bring our right leg into figure 4. Stretch that knee away. Best thing ever for sciatica, tight piriformis. There's nothing that beats this exercise. Pull your opposite leg in. Breathe. Put it down, switch legs. Slowly push that leg away. Grab behind your opposite leg, go into flexion. Good job. Then bring that down. Real quickly, I know I'm running out of time, but I want you to grab your roller if you have it. Put it under your knees. Roll back. If you don't have a roller, just do this on the floor. We're trying to stretch these hip flexors out. So one leg at a time, just stretch it out. See how that feels. If it's tight, just keep that leg bent. That's fine. Just feel that stretch and try to benefit from it. Pull your knees into your chest. Hang on to your roller. Lean forward, tap your toes back into your chest. Now take your knees to the right and swirl them out in front and to the left. Really working those glutes, but make sure your back isn't compromised. If you're going out too far, just roll right side to side. Depends on the strength. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take that roller out, all the way out. Cross your leg. Flip yourself over and come to a down dog again, and then slowly walk your hands to your feet and roll yourself all the way up. Good job. It's Friday and you already worked out. That's amazing. Is everybody okay?
Yep, I'm just going to keep everyone muted and we're going to go right into next session. Hi, Joyce. Glad you're here. All right, so we're going to start at the back of the mat and we're just going to start with some roll downs from standing. So stand tall, have your palms facing forward, find that anatomical position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the shoulders, curl down to the ankles. And maybe you can grab your ankles at the bottom, fold forward. And start to curl your way back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Stand tall, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, curl and round back down. Grab the legs, stretch at the bottom. Head is heavy, and maybe even shake your head out, yes and no, side to side. And then curl your way back up. On this last one, let's reach the arms out and up. Full body stretch. Exhale, scoop and dive forward. Rolling down. Lengthen at the bottom. Grab the ankles. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then start to look forward. Walk yourself out to downward facing dog. And we'll bend one knee, stretching the opposite calf and hamstring, press the heel down, and switch. Pedaling side to side about 10 times. And you could also add a little cross across your midline with the bent knee and swivel the hips side to side. See if that feels good. Just walking it out. And come back to center. And then inhale, curl yourself forward to a plank pose. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. We'll hold here for 10. Nice long line, head to heels. 3, 2, 1. Lower to the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, everything lowers down to the belly, nice and slow. And press tops of the feet down. Hands are under your shoulders. On the inhale, you're gonna curl the upper back up. Exhale, lower. And depending on your back today, you decide how high you go in this stretch. But everyone can breathe and connect your breath to the movement. We'll do that one more time. And then drop your arms down by your hips. Look off to the right side. On the inhale, fly, arms, chest, legs. Look straight down, squeeze your shoulders. Exhale, look off to the left. Inhale, lift. Get long through the back body. Exhale, off to the right side. And keep going. Feel your abs pressing down. We'll do 2 more. And bring your hands back under the shoulders. Press up and back for child's pose. Knees wide, toes touching. Reach the arms forward, lower the head down. Take a few deep breaths. And let your body just get heavy and sink into the mat. And then come up to kind of like a tabletop, but I'm gonna have you keep your knees wide, big toes touching. And then we'll add a spinal twist. Reach your right arm up, roll the wrist out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, thread your right arm through, lower the head down. And twist through the spine. You can adjust your left hand behind your head for a deeper twist. So you look up and under that left armpit, and then press your right shoulder, right arm down into the mat. And breathe. And press yourself up, back to center. Inhale, left arm lifts, roll out the wrist. Exhale, thread the arm through. Maybe you can get a few pops out of your back, which will be nice. Adjust your right hand to turn deeper. Breathe into your left shoulder blade, left side of the neck. And release this side. Come back to center and bring your knees in right underneath your hip bones. And draw your belly in so you're in a neutral spine. Actively press your mat away through your arms and your shoulders. So you're really active and stable through your torso, upper body, and then start to float this right leg back behind you. Point the toes, and you're gonna try to draw little circles with that right foot. It's kind of hard because you can't see your right leg, so you have to feel the circle that you draw with the toes. And then switch directions. Good, then lengthen the right leg back behind you. Look forward, so you open the chest a little bit. And then exhale, curl the right knee in towards the nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend the right leg, look forward. Exhale, curl in. We'll do 3 more. If you want a little more of a challenge, bend the back knee. Lift the foot towards the sky. We'll do 1 more. And release that side. Stretch your hips back towards your heels. Relax your wrists for a second. Then we'll come back up. If the wrists are bothering you, you can create fists. And we'll switch sides. Extend the left leg. Everything's really strong and stable, and then circle the foot back behind you. Nice job. Keep your breath as we switch directions. Notice if you're moving anywhere else in the body and try to stabilize. Good. We'll reach the leg long, gaze forward. Exhale, curl in. Move with the breath. If you want to try a bent knee, it's a little bit more arch in the back, so you decide if that supports you today or not. Nice job. Release the side. Relax your hips back towards your heels. Rest the head. Good. Now from here, we're going to step our right foot forward. And your hands can be on the inside of that right foot. Or if you have blocks, you could use blocks here. We're going to try to lift our back knee up and bring our right hand to our right thigh. And then gaze forward and just hold here nice and strong. Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, you could always come up to standing, both hands on the front thigh. But I feel like this gives you just a little bit more stretch in your hip flexors. Nice job. 1 more breath. Now, however you want to switch sides, I think it's pretty easy to step forward and then switch feet. Left hand will go on the left thigh this time. Right arm is straight, gaze forward. And breathe into that right hip flexor. Nice job. 1 more breath. Now step forward to the top of the mat this time. Take as many steps as you need. Feet are hip width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side. Good. Come back to center and curl up the spine to standing. And stand tall again. Notice how you feel. Maybe close your eyes and just check in. Okay, so I'm going to turn long ways on my mat. I know a lot of us have been golfing lately, so I want to add in some rotations in both directions. So imagine that you're doing a putt, or you could even do a full swing. So interlace your fingertips and just sway side to side. Feel that stretch in your low back, your hips. Good. And then come back to center. Hands are still interlaced. Big stir the pot. And while you do this, you can imagine trying to separate your fingertips, and that will give you more strength in your arms, more resistance. We'll switch directions. Nice job. And we'll release. I'm just going to shake the arms out. Bring left hand on your hip. We're going to reach right arm up and over, side stretch. Bring right hand to your hip, left arm up and over, side stretch. And you can lift the heel as you stretch. Bicep up by the ear. Good. Okay, now we're going to start to reach across the body. Pull back to your hip. Reach across the body. Pull back the hip. And you can play here with bending the knee. Do a few more side to side. Good. And then bring your feet about hip width distance apart, and we're just going to do a gentle twist with your arms heavy. Just let them dangle by your sides. And then if you want to start to just make fists, give yourself a little tap on the kidney as you twist. So a little tap, tap. Wake the kidneys up. And feel nice on the low back. 2. Good. Come back to center and just tap the back. Give yourself a self massage on the hips, the glutes, the low back, wherever you feel sore. Good. And then pause at the top of your mat and just notice how that vibration feels through your muscles. Then feet hip width distance apart, we'll do a few Pilates squats. Send your hips back as you reach your arms forward and draw the belly in. Weight is in your heels. On this last one, we're going to hold at the bottom and squeeze your glutes. Feel that nice stretch in your low back. And imagine you're trying to separate your feet apart, but they're not moving. Relax the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. Back up. Little step back with your right foot. Both legs are straight. And we're gonna do a flat back, down. You decide how far it is. And all the way back up. So imagine that you're leading with the top of your head. Lengthen down. Nice stretch in the left hamstring. Lengthen back up. Now on this last one, we'll hold at the bottom. Couple different options here if you want to work on balance. You can keep hands on the hips, or if you need to drop them to your front shin. Or if you need a little bit more of a chest opener, and release fingertips behind your back and squeeze the shoulders together, open the chest. Some of you may be up here more in a flat back. Good, all the way up to standing. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, lift. Last one, stretch at the bottom. Slowly come up. Step forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And bring your hands back on your hips and do a few standing pelvic tilts. So bowl rolls forward, bowl scoops back. Get to a spot where your bowl is neutral. Notice what that feels like. We'll move into a little bit of balance. Shift weight to the left leg. Peel your right leg up, working the knee to 90 degrees. Feel your hips even. Two more breaths. And then kick, release this side. Shift weight to the right leg. Peel the left leg up. Hold and breathe. Take another breath and kick, release that side. Then come more to the middle of your mat. Tap your right toes back. Bend into your left knee, shift your weight into your left leg. Arms out by your sides for airplane. Tip forward. And with control, you're gonna come back down. Okay, so we're working on not only the hold of the pose, but also the entrance and the release of the pose. And challenge yourself. Maybe you can go a little deeper. On this last one, we're gonna hold for 10. Lift up. Long spine. Look down for balance. And slowly come up. Side. Left foot steps back. And you're going to shift weight to your right leg. Feel the foot into your mat. And we'll enter, hold, release. And then we'll balance for 10. And slowly come back up. Take a breath. Sigh it out. We'll open back up to the side of our mat. We're gonna go heels in, toes out for some deeper squats. So bend into your knees, squat, press, and lift. Again, noticing your pelvis at neutral by engaging the deep abdominal muscles. And then start to add a pulse lift. Eight, 9, good, 10, and then we'll hold at the bottom. Hold for 10, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift. Bring your feet a little closer, toes facing forward. Little bend in the knees. We're gonna circle the torso around. Going one direction for 5. Come up, circle opposite direction for 5. Good. Come up. A little bit closer with the feet. You can bring hands back on the hips. Or if you need to hold on to something for this one, you can. We're going to do hip abduction. So lift your right leg, toes face out to the side, or excuse me, toes face inward. So not only are we working on strengthening our hips, but we're also working on balance. And then we'll hold the right leg up and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Release. And we'll switch sides. Left leg lifts and lowers. Good. Hold the left leg up, pulse. 3, 2, 1. All right, so I can definitely feel this in outer hips. Let's get a little bit for our inner thighs, and then we'll be done. So tap your right toes, your right pinky toe down, your knee is facing out, your inner thigh is up, and we'll lift and lower. Eight, 9, 10, and again, hold at the top, little pulse. It might be nice to have a wall or a chair right by you. 3, 2, 1. Release this side. Shake it out. One more side. Left toe, pinky toes tap down. Bend the knee, lift up through the inner thigh. Last one, hold at the top, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we still have a couple minutes, so we're gonna finish like we started in our roll downs, but go a little bit wider with your feet this time, about as wide as your mat. Palms face forward, stand tall. Deep breath in, exhale, curl down. Stretch at the bottom. Roll back up. Notice if they feel different now. Pull the belly in as you roll up. Let's do 2 more. It's okay if you need to take a couple extra breaths. And last one. Now roll back up at the top. Close your eyes and breathe. Breathe in all that goodness and gratitude for your health, your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. All of you showing up today, taking care of yourself. And take one more deep breath in and deep breath out. Nice job. You're done.